So what's up, family? I got a better app. I'm at that better. What's the name? I have a better YouTube thing. Well, here's my thing. I know you all probably saw the Brandy and Monica battle versus. Oh, this is what I'm gonna say before I can make this YouTube channel. Before I can make this YouTube. I was gonna come back with the Naya Rivera story because it's been weighing on me heavy. It's been weighing on T Love social media Queen very heavy, and it's just been weighing on me heavy. I'm gonna give you my take on it. My take on before we get to the Brandy and Monica versus battle. My take on that situation is Naya Rivera was in Hollywood. One of her family members. So this is allegedly. I don't know how true it is, and I don't want to be the one, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," and people real skeptic about, you know what I'm saying, conspiracy theories. Like I said, I'm a conspiracy theories person to a fault. Here's my thing. Just like I did the Bill Cosby video, and I did many other videos in the past, and I didn't have a lot of stuff to do these videos, but I got a better phone piece now, and I got some better material. I told you I was coming back. My thing with Naya Rivera's case, you know, my dad used to be in the Navy, and he used to go do coast, like be from state to state and from overseas and coast to coast. So I can tell you a lot about Lake Piru. Lake Piru is pretty much like any other lake, but it's not as bad as you think for people to come and just actually, it's very seldom that people drown in Lake Piru. Now they said that the waves and the way it was, the condition was bad. But if you look at the time frame when she first got on that plane, when she first got on that boat, mind you, it was a I forgot the name of that boat, but it was one of them boats where you just sail around and then you come on back. Here's my thing. The boat that she had, it wasn't big enough for her to even be, traveling like that. That's number one. And number two, she should have just stayed exactly where she started. But, to me it seems like Naya Rivera was a very good swimmer. And I can tell that she wasn't alone. Somewhere down the line, I felt like she was watched. I felt like they could have been a terrorist, a person that was on that I could have felt like it was a third person that was, or somebody was watching her, and it was, mind you, it was a lot of people up there that exact day. So when you have like a degree or those waterways and stuff and like whirlpools, that could have been it. That could have been the case. But what got me is, why was the little boy sleep on the boat? It just didn't sit well with me, guys. It really just didn't sit well with me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because here's my thing. Let's just say she was gone for 6 days, right? She was gone for mind you, she was gone for 6 whole days. She was gone for 6 days, and the days that she was gone, that they was looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking, so they had time to travel throughout the whole lake. People go in there and swim. You're not really supposed to swim in it, but people go in the front part of it, swim. People go sailing, they go fishing. I know a lot about Lake Piru. Like I said, my father back in the day used to go to those areas, and he could pretty much tell you a lot about it. But it's kind of creepy. Now, what I am going to get into, I'm going to definitely let you guys know this. Why was her son sleeping on the boat? And they all talking about it wasn't no foul play or none of that. I mean, apparently she probably overdosed on some drugs. And you would never know what they're saying. She could have just went in there, or they could have just been in the middle part of the water, and she couldn't sail back to shore. But I don't get it. If you was able to save your son's life, why you wasn't able to save your life? It just don't make sense. And the way the story lead, it just don't make sense. Unless she was caught somewhere in between something. And you know how sometimes those boats, he probably just went to sleep and fell asleep and started crying, and then the story just doesn't add up. Here's what people were saying to me before I made this video. People was telling me that little boy, maybe she was captured or somebody took her. Then they just thought about it. Oh, let's just throw her body in the river. Then other people came to me and say they probably injected the little boy with some drugs, so that way he won't be aware of what's going on. And in their quote, MLK Ultra. I mean, a 4-year-old can only tell you but so much. So you would think that even she died, she died while her son didn't die. I mean, those stories are all the things that they should be looking at. I mean, it was six or 7 days or something like that they was looking for that girl, that woman. And you know, Naya Rivera was a good actor. Beyond the point, they're all saying that this is a glee curse. And during the COVID-19, it's just so much that's going on. You know, it was so much that's going on. Hollywood getting it bad. I told y'all, Hollywood got some type of curse on it. And you be stunned to the world behind everything that goes on. But my thing is, I don't just think that woman jumped and killed herself. I mean, I think she either killed herself and they holding it off as an accident, or the water got too bad. She just said, the story to me just don't set well with me. I don't know about a lot of y'all, but hold on, baby. The story just don't set well with me. It just seems like a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay, that's my take on that. So here's my thing with the Brandy and Monica versus. I got a lot out of it, but I felt like Brandy is in a more of a spiritual zone. And they keep talking about this Monica thing about murder. And all the Monica dirt is coming out about her being a side chick. I mean, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And I'm not going to drag Monica down because I like Monica. And that's what you like when you do like people that you be listening to. And, you know, you don't want to make no bad intentions. And people like, damn, girl, what you talking about Monica for? So, my thing with Monica is we all have been in love with a man. We've all have been there for somebody. You know, the times that she was young, and I grew up in a time, and I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I was 17 when I first had my first child. My daughter is grown. I was a mom by the time I was 18. So by me trying to get into the music world, I had plenty of times. But what I fucked up at is what I wanted to, you know, not be a grown kid, but I wanted to, you know, I was the type of person that I didn't have a lot of friends. So it wasn't that I didn't want a lot of friends. You know, I was always the kid that people thought that they could pick on. So as time went on, when I started really having friends, I had some friends that came and went. But you know, all your buddies that get around you, they have boyfriends, and you want to get a boyfriend, or you want to test the waters. So that's basically where I wasn't a fast-ass girl or nothing like that. You know, during the time, when back in my day, we were all hanging out, chilling, you know, dating, and then you meet a boy, and then you click to him, and then all of a sudden you become a parent. You know, that's how it goes. It's not like you out there just fucking and sucking different dudes. There's a lot of girls that done that didn't know who their kids' dads was. Fortunately, I wasn't one of them. But you know, Monica was dating, and you know, he was half her age. And back in the day, if you dated a Tina Turner, did it. Back in the day, if you dated an older man, it was kind of who was this? Who else did that? Lisa Marie Presley did it, and Murray Elvis. So, you know, a lot of young people was getting with them dudes back in the day. It's not because they was being fast or high or grown. It's that these men was really liking them. And they had a lot of more respect than an average guy. And I don't want to make it seem like it's cool and promote anything to say it's right to mess with an older man, because that's not what we trying to do right here. Damn, hold on. You know, it was good back in the day if you mess with an older person and the bond was understood, even though it is what it is. But I don't want to promote anything to say that go ahead, go out there. Girl, you better mess with an older man. Yeah, I don't want to promote that. What I'm saying is, sometimes life moves different. So, you know, that's what they was talking about C Murder. He was messing with her. I mean, you gotta understand, you gotta think, that's Hollywood. That's in the industry. And even people give Liz so much credit, God rest her soul, but R. Kelly was fucking her, she was 14. I mean, really, and we listen to Liz all goddamn day. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm gonna move past all of that. I think that the thing was good, and I felt energy that Brandy was very spiritual. I liked her move. I think it was dope, and I think it was good to see them do that again, because you know you don't really see people do a lot of things like that. You know, you really don't see all your artists do that, and it's just a thing, good thing. I missed the Snoop Dogg and DMX one. I missed them. I didn't get a chance to see theirs, so. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? It was well watched, but what I did catch is that Monica, she didn't really throw shade. It's just this felt like she didn't want to be there. And a lot of times, you know, they were kids, her and Mount Brandy. And the only reason that they had tension is because the fans sided them. You know, back in the day, I used to hear people, especially when I was in school. This was during the days before I was in high school. So when they started really bringing all their music out, Brandy brought her music out. I was in junior high, and by the time I noticed the second album, I was already in high school. But you know, they were the best teen pop R&B stars that everybody wanted to do, even with Aaliyah when she was alive. And people used to side them girls all the time, and I used to be like, well, not like shit. I like both of them. And I don't shade both of them. I like both of them. And people used to just always say, well, I like this one better. It's not about liking anybody better. They both was out. So, you know, and then the industry ain't do nothing beside them girls. Here's my thing to the industry. When you're the new poster kid and you're coming on the scene and you got all of these things that's heading your way, they want you to be in competition and cahoots with other things, but they want you to have competition and be the next bigger star than that person. And these girls too collab. Like Brandy said, I've always liked them, Monica. You know, it's not so much just the industry, it's the fans. The fans sided them since the 90s. And these women have grown to be mothers. They're grown to do other things. But what I did catch is that Monica looked like she didn't want to be there. And don't get me twisted, Monica's my girl. I love her to death. But it just looked like she literally wanted to be there. Oh my God. When they said something about C Murder, you know, honey, she was in love with her baby C Murder. When they say something about him, she got up. They said there's a rumor going around where she is in cahoots with talking to Kim Kardashian, about bringing him home. And you know what that means, because at the end of the day, you know that her and Shannon Brown divorced, or I think either divorced or they filed for a divorce. So it's kind of, it make all perfect, it makes sense, you know what I'm saying, that everything is hitting. But the versus battle, Brandy and Monica get ready to get paid. And by them doing this and putting everything to the side, I wouldn't say it's no beef, because I'm smart enough I know what's really going on in Hollywood as far as that. It's never a beef. It's just that the fans sided them. Them two getting ready to get ready to blow up far as this whole versus thing and the battle. It was well watched, but what I caught on to is Monica kind of threw a little shade. And Brandy was just being spiritual. Brandy is more on the spiritual side now. It's kind of like she's older. She's 41 now. And she can accept her flaws. We all have flaws. And Monica was just like, I don't want to be here, cut the check, this and that and that. But it was something deeper, I believe. I mean, that's really my take on that. And, you know, Chad Boseman died. So there's a lot going on. It's just so much going on. Man, Kobe Bryant, his wife's still trying to sue the company for the helicopter. My thing is this. I'm going to give you 2 hints. If they wanted Kobe, they had to use a drone or something in the air to release. I'm going to just leave that alone. Because everybody going to be like, you don't know what you talking about. Just put it like this. 2020 has been a roller coaster ride. Also, if you want to do this, he was in a legal battle with a pharmaceutical company. And before COVID, they had to do something to distract y'all. I'm going to just keep it real. They just had to do something to distract y'all to keep y'all moving. Because they knew this shit was going to hit. That's just really my take on that one. I try to not bring up that because it's a sensitive topic and have respect for their family. So yeah, that's basically what it is. I have not been doing nothing but chilling and being a mom, trying to go to school to do these. I'm actually now in skincare class, so I'm trying to build this stuff up. While y'all in quarantine, make sure y'all do as much as business moves as you can. You could do just as much as business moves as you can. Try to do a lot of stuff for business wise, because you don't know when this thing gonna stop. You don't know when this world is gonna run out of money. America is already $1 billion in debt. So try to do something for yourself and build a strategy. And even try to work out and build your own company, and then try to do a lot of stocks and bonds, and try to buy a lot of if you got a house, just like I just got my new place. I don't have a house, I got a condo. If you just brought you a home, or you rent a condo or whatever, and you want to just say, fuck it, I'm going to buy me a house, but I want to, in the future, just gather up some stuff to buy fruits and vegetables. Because it could be a time when nothing going to stop me. Food shortages is going to come. So you got to keep as many as you can. Also, I know you don't like eating canned goods. You can just eat a lot of canned goods. Not a lot, but save them up for a rainy day. Save them up for a rainy day. So anyway, babies, that's my time. I'm going to come back. And I got my new stuff rolling on the ball. Y'all take it easy. Thank y'all for supporting this channel. Love y'all, and one.